Yo, what's good, everybody? It is your boy Lincoln Clay coming back at you with another live stream of Space Junkies. This will be stream number 2 on the Oculus Rift. You know what to do. Hit the bell icon, hit the like button. The rest will take care of itself. If you're new to the channel, welcome aboard. And I'll get to the Space Junkies thing in a second, but real quick, I just want to say that I played Space Junkies on the PlayStation VR. Then I played Firewall, and then after I got done with that, I came over to the Oculus. And I decided that, I wanted to broadcast something different. So I like to get a feel for the game before I stream it. So I started monkeying around with raw data. You minimize that. The game raw data normally sells for $40. It is on both the PlayStation VR and the Oculus Rift, but the Oculus Rift has player versus player. It has co-op. I do not know if the PlayStation version has co-op or not, but I don't think it has player versus player. So I want to start by saying that the graphics do look good on raw data. I will say that, but I think that's about where it ends. Basically, I think the trailer of this game was deceptive. I think the game led you to believe that it was a game where it had an intense campaign where you're moving through a corporate building to try to get to a central computer so you can extract some data from it. In actuality, this game is a wave shooter, and I think there was a tutorial that had a lot of meaningless gibberish, a lot of unnecessary dialogue, when all you have to do is just pull out your gun and just shoot at the robots that's coming at you. And so what made this game a huge disappointment is I go to play the campaign. I'm standing in a circle. The game tells me that I should finish the tutorial before going on to the campaign because they act like there's a lot to learn. So I, opted to skip the tutorial because I felt like I learned enough. It was simple, just pull the gun out and shoot. So you're standing on this, you're standing in the center of your play area, and you're lowered from an elevator down to like a ground floor, and you go up to this computer and you take this device and plug it into the computer. And I'm thinking that that's supposed to be the device that's going to extract the data. All it did was trigger waves of robots coming at you, and this wave of robots coming at you looked exactly like the tutorial. So I felt like the campaign was no different than the tutorial. And each time you complete a wave, it's telling you to grab that device from the computer, which I'm led to believe that it's going to make you move to a different part of the corporate building to your next checkpoint. And then I'm led to, I was under the impression that maybe you'll see some cutscenes, or maybe you'll, see something that ties into a story. But no, you're not going anywhere. All you get is more meaningless dialogue, more corny ass one-liners, and then another wave of robots coming at you. So after about maybe 4 waves, each wave a new enemy is added, drones, all kinds of stuff. So after about 4 waves, I shut the game off. I just wasn't interested in playing it. I am not a wave person shooter. I'm not very big on wave shooter games, whether it's in VR or flat screen. Now, I did do a review of Guns and Stories, which was basically a wave shooter, but I didn't think it was a bad game, but it's not the kind of game that I would play every single day. And not only that, I don't, in Guns and Stories, I don't think that game was overpriced either. I mean, the game was, the game I think might have cost $20 or $25. I think it was more along the lines. I think it might have been worth more than $15. But I didn't think $20 was outrageous. In the case of raw data, that game cost $40. So with that being said, unless you're heavily into wave shooters, that's a game that I cannot recommend to people, especially at a price point of $40. Fortunately for me, I was able to get the game on sale for $20 through the Oculus store, through the I think through the daily deals or something. And even at $20, I still feel like raw data is a little bit overpriced. So with that being said, again, this is, unless you're into wave shooters, I'm not exactly sure I can recommend this game to anybody. So the only good thing about buying this game with my own money is that you know, I can be blunt in my description of the game. When I get developer keys, even if I don't care for the game, I still have to give a professional opinion of the game and not try to trash it. So I'm not going to say that raw data is trash. What I'm saying is that if you're not into wave shooters, then I can't recommend this game for you. And even if you are into wave shooters, I think the game is overpriced. So bear that in mind. For you guys that are new to VR and you see a game that costs $40, just because a game costs $40 doesn't necessarily mean that it's a premium game. I would probably recommend you to do some research on the game. Go to YouTube, see other YouTubers live streams of these games, and make your own conclusion from there. So I'm ready to jump into Space Junkies, and from there, you know, I got a little bit to talk about with Space Junkies relative to the PlayStation VR version. I also forgot to mention about raw data. When I attempted to play players versus player, I was in a lobby for about 15 minutes, and one person showed up, but then he turned around and left. Other than that, the player versus player was non-existent. So also bear that in mind if you want to take a look at raw data. Now this game right here, let me open up my ears. Okay, that's a little bit better. In the case of the PlayStation version of this game, or first I'll start by saying again that this game costs $40 normally. It's been on sale, I think, for the last week and a half, 2 weeks. I'm not sure if this game is on sale anymore. If it's still on sale, then I would highly advise you grab this game for $15, because it is well worth every penny of $15. Whether you plan on the PlayStation version or PC. But I definitely do not think that it's worth $40, especially with no campaign. Nonetheless, it's still a fun game though. Now, speaking about the PlayStation version of this game, as of right now, this game is cross-play. You can, you know, Vive, Oculus, and PSVR, they can all play together. Right now, I would say that people on PC probably have a slight advantage because their hands are free, as you can see right here. With the PlayStation version of this game, you're using a DualShock 4, and it's not bad. Using the DualShock 4 on this game is not bad. Now, I didn't stream this game from the PlayStation version because it wouldn't let me. For whatever reason, Sony or Ubisoft is not allowing people to live stream it from PSVR. So now getting back to the DualShock 4 controllers of that game, as I said before, I don't think it's bad, but I still think PC players have an advantage because their hands are free because of the touch controllers that they may be using, or the Vive ones, or what other controllers they might be using for PC VR. I think once they get the move support for the PlayStation VR, I think the playing field will be even. My only concern about the PlayStation version, and this is something that I plan on asking Gamertag VR and Joystick Guru when I hook up with them in a few hours, is that basically the PlayStation camera in front of you is your only sensor. So I'm concerned that like if you see my hands right here, you reach behind you to pull out a shield, or you reach behind you with this hand to pull out an energy sword. My concern is with the Move controllers, if you reach behind your shoulders and the PlayStation camera loses sight of the Move controller, are you going to lose tracking? That is a huge concern of mine once they get the Move controller support. With the Oculus version of this game that I'm on right now, I have superior tracking, and I'm not trying to be braggadocious. I have 2 sensors in the front and 1 behind me, so there's nowhere that I can turn that the sensors won't pick these controllers up. So I'm a little bit concerned about that. When I did my podcast a few days ago, and I was talking about the list of possible VR headsets that I was thinking about upgrading to, these I'm still a little bit sketchy about inside-out tracking, especially if there's no outside sensors or light boxes. So in the case of the Oculus Rift, even the Oculus Quest for that matter, the HP Proverb, the Samsung Odyssey, I'm all concerned about those because those all use inside-out tracking, and if the cameras on the headset lose sight of those controllers, you'll lose tracking. And so and that's why, that's one of the reasons why if I do grab another headset, it's likely to be the HTC Vive, because I can get one cheap on eBay. And with the lighthouses that you place in opposite corners of your room, I will have good tracking. So that's it. I think I rambled on enough. Let's go ahead. Let's jump into something. This is a fun game, though. Again, it's not worth $40, but it is fun. What is this? Leaderboard. Okay. Well, yeah, the PlayStation version of this game isn't bad. I bought it on both systems. Just, it was $15 on both systems. Not only that, if by some chance that my son should like this game, I think there's some aspects of this game that he would like. If he were to give it a try, then he can play on Oculus, and I can buddy up with him and play with him through PlayStation VR, and we can play together. So one of the advantages of having 2 headsets in the home and playing games that are cross-play. So you see my weapons right there, looking up at that HUD right there. Right there, that's the energy sword. That's my gun that's at my hip right here. That right there is for the energy, for the shield, and you reach behind you. And there it is right there. And I'm concerned about that with the PlayStation version because you reach behind your shoulder to get that. Same thing with the energy sword. You reach behind your shoulder and pull out this energy sword, and you can even flick the light blade at people. And I do like this. This is feels a little, has a little bit of a Halo feel to it because I uh-oh, got a phone call, folks. Hold on. You're not the first person to call me that. You won't be the last. Hey, same to you, bro. I love you. Yeah, pretty much. Let me call you back. Okay, I appreciate it. Okay, folks, my apologies for that. That was my brother calling to wish the old man Lincoln Clay. A happy birthday. That's right. Your boy Lincoln Clay is the big 52 today. I'm older than dirt, but I'm some handsome dirt.
A new player is joining.
Ah, there we go.
Spacers are ready to battle.
Oh, that's pretty slick. Now, this right here, I want to point out right here. As you can see.
A new player is joining.
Okay.
A new challenger has arrived.
All right. I guess I'll bite my tongue until after this session is over. Because I personally think that Ubisoft created an unnecessary problem, but I'll speak about it, after I get done with. This stream's probably going to be about a half hour, 45 minutes. I've got some running around I got to do soon before I pick my son up. Lincoln Clay. Let's go. I can hear him too. There he is. Oh my God! Caught me with a slingshot. I'm not exactly sure I want this weapon. Oh, or maybe I do. Damn it, I lost him. Oh, that shield don't last very long. Get that gun. Yes! Yes! It might be my only kill, but at least I got one. Ooh! out there and get this gun. Yes! Oh! No funky deer antlers, moose antlers. Do I want this? Okay. I do. Woo! Come here. At least I sliced him before it ended. Now then, look at my dab, 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 look at my dab. Here, put my headset for a second.
A new player is joining.
There we go.
A new contestant has arrived.
There we go. Where is he? Really?
A new player is joining. A new spacer has arrived.
Really? Wake up, man. Come on. What's up? Y'all ready to get it on?
Ready.
Let's go. Ray Mill's sleeping, so let's do this. King mode. There we go, king mode.
Absolute zero.
Oh man.
Player blue.
Come on, Ray Mill, wake up. There we go, he moving, cool. that would be us. Hang on to that crown. Oh, shit. Get that crown. You gotta protect me, Ray. Good work. Ah!
Has the crown.
You're trying to slice him. Yeah, let me get that.
Red team has the crown.
Boom, the smithereens. Good job. Here we go. Look at my dab. Look at my dab. Look at my dab. Look at my dab. Oh, that was fun.
New player is joining.
Good job, Ray Mill.
Challenger has
Ramy, I'm sorry. There we go. Good job. And I got a box. Go down there and open it.
Does anyone know why my
Oh no, that's not mine.
fucking up?
A player has left the arena.
Head on back to the title. That was a lot of fun. Now that I understand how the king mode works, that I was able to use a little bit of strategy. When my partner had the crown, I tried to stay close to him but behind him so I could protect him. And then I was asking him to do the same for me when I had the crown, asking him to protect me. So that's actually a really, really fun mode. So I don't know. You'll see me playing this game a little bit more. So for $15, it was definitely money well spent. With that being said, I'm going to get ready to boogie on out of here. I got a few loose ends I got to tie up. At some point today, I also got to pick up my son. I got to try to return a couple of items so I can get the core return on them. Very busy day for me today, so I don't know when I'll stream again today, but I'll try to do something again. Make sure you check out the Lincoln Show VR edition, 5 p.m. Eastern, where my guests are scheduled to be Gamertag VR and Joystick Guru, both on the same stage. So make sure you check that out. With that being said, I'm gonna get on out of here. Yes, it's 1 o'clock already. All right, we had a nice, successful broadcast. Thanks for watching, everybody. Now see you guys sometime today. Take it easy.